This book is weird. Yes. Yeah.
Is it closed today?
The sign says closed, so it's closed.
Oh.
It opens at 3:30.
Okay.
Teens. Signs. Sign, what is that? It's a closed sign right on the door. Good morning. Happy Halloween. It is Monday, October 31st. Halloween. And I'm not wearing a costume now. I will be putting one on right before it is time for the staff Halloween costume contest. I'm not gonna win, but whatever. I'm not in it to win. I'm in it for fun. When I walked in today at like 11, it was pretty shitty. Like, we're supposed to have a staff Halloween party and there's supposed to be food, and like nobody brought food. I brought like a whole thing of chicken, and all there was on the table was freaking chips. I'm like, really? Chips and dip? And nobody else brought food. So for some reason, staff is pretty lame this year. So then, like, leader of the staff association had to like order pizza because nobody brought food. So that's happening. But I will bring you to our party in an hour. Hopefully there's a party. Hopefully somebody decorated. I don't know. But hi, welcome back. I'm sorry if you are new here. I'm Dawn, and I'm a teen librarian in a public library, and I vlog from work so that you can see what it is like to be a teen librarian. What I have learned from doing these vlogs is that it's kind of repetitive. I don't really do anything really different on a daily basis, which is kind of boring. So if you watch it weekly, I'm trying to switch it up. I apologize. I had lashes on. Let me tell you, I had lashes on, like green lashes, because my costume was like green. And no, I'm not the Wicked Witch of the West. But my lashes came off and I did not bring any lash glue, so I have naked lashes. But yeah, my day seems to be pretty, or my week seems to be pretty repetitive. But my job isn't boring. Like, there's always something new. I don't know. Hopefully I can try to jazz things up a little bit, go places. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, this week, the book du jour is, I gotta grab it. Furysong by Rosaria Munda. Oh my God, this book is thick as hell. How long is this book? It's 450 pages. Damn. Her books are usually not this long. They're like maybe 400. This is book 3 in, I don't know the name, Aurelian cycle. We'll just say Aurelian cycle. That could be wrong. I don't know. But number 1 is Fireborn, I think. Do you love how I come prepared to these vlogs? I never do. That's the fun of it. What's book 1? Furysong? Yes. Fireborn is book number 1. And not a lot of people are reading this series, which is really bumming me out, because a lot of you guys complain about why fantasy is booty, it's stupid, it's ugh. Well, you guys are not reading the good shit. That's on you. People recommend this book all the time and nobody reads it. So this is a trilogy, and I think this is the 3rd book, and this series is about, let me see if I can get this right. Annie and Lee was a son of fire riders, and they ruled the school basically. But then the rebels were like, and no, you guys are burning people down for no reason. You're making us pay you extra taxes and burning mofos, and they don't give you their tax money, and this is not okay. So we revolt. And so they revolted, and then they killed the entire ruling class family. At least they thought they did. But the father of the ruling class was smart enough to tell his son to run away, to get away. He does, and he goes to this orphanage where he meets Annie. And Annie was one of those girls whose families were burnt to shit by the ruling class. So her family is all dead and gone. But they become friends, and she doesn't know who he is. And he's not telling anybody because he's scared. So they test until like this elite military school, and the military school are dragon riders. So now the revolution, they have ascended and they have developed their own world basically, and they have developed a military, and the military rides dragons and they keep the peace and everything. And so Annie and Lee have joined this military school. They are doing very well, and they are competing to be like the captain or something like that, like the number one. Meanwhile, Lee still has this really big secret, and he gets a letter from his cousin from across the way. It was like, Lee, we are over here and we about to wreck shit. So we need you to come back to the family and help us wreck shit. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I've been here for a while. I really like these people. I'm not sure if I want to wreck shit. And she's like, hello, we're family. You need to get your ass over here now. So he is conflicted between duty and family. Meanwhile, Annie is trying to be the best that she can be, but she is kind of getting in her own way, and she doesn't know who Lee is. This book, yes, it is dragons, but especially in book 1, there's not a lot of dragons in the story. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, where book 1 is like Game of Thrones and there's really not a lot of dragons, but book 2 is like Hot D and it is dragons all over the place. So you gotta wait for book 2 before you get to really see any dragons. But book 1 is more character development and thematic, and I think it's wonderfully written. Character development is fabulous for a YA novel. It's a really strong fantasy. So if you like fantasy and you're looking for a YA novel that doesn't have senseless romance and full of stupid tropes, then try Furyborn. I don't have book 1. I probably go grab it off the shelf, but I'm lazy. But here's book 3, and let me tell you something. I don't get to book 3s very often. I would say out of 10 new series that I start, 1 I will get to book 3. So I am at a 10% completion rate over here. So I am at book 3. So kudos to me, because that never happens. Never. As far as work, I have to spend my week trying to get these maker kits together. So maker kits we have a lot of tech. So not only am I a librarian, I also run our makerspace. So I'll give you a little look-see. This is our makerspace. It's called the Sandbox, and I run the Sandbox, and we always have old technology just kind of laying around because we upgrade, and so we don't want to just be sitting and doing nothing. So we put it out for patrons to check out and use at home. And we started that over the pandemic because, you know, that was a way for people to do library technology at home. I also put like crafty stuff in there too. So it's not just tech. Like we will have like a 3D pen or little like robotics and stuff in there. But we also have crafts like rubber band bracelets, really popular, perler beads, which is really popular. Sewing or crocheting, so we'll have like crafty stuff in there too. And so I am adding new kits this week, but first I need to go through the kits that we have, see which ones are circulating, which ones are not, take the ones that are not circulating and add new stuff. So I am working on that this week. I also have a program this afternoon. It is Halloween, so I'm letting the kids decorate some cookies. And we also have a ring program tomorrow and a bonnet, learning how to sew your own hair bonnet. This is a practice one. I did not do this. The teacher who's doing it is. So it's the things that the ladies wear on their heads. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's an adult sewing class. It's not a teen sewing class. I got lash glue on my finger. I am going to start this book. This is going to take me all week to get through. I didn't know it was this long. Usually it takes me a couple days to get through YA books, but I will be listening to it on Libby. If you do not know, your public library probably has an app called Libby, and that is how you check out audiobooks and ebooks, and it is for free. All you need is a library card, so get a library card. It's free. You don't have to pay $20 a month like you have to on Audible. You can get it for free. Let me start my day. So this is traditional library work where I go into our catalog and I look at all of our items, and then I have to figure out how many times it has circled, or in other words, how many times it has gone out. So I just go to history, and I'm looking for, like, has it been circulated a lot? And it looks like it has. So this is a robot. It's gone out a lot. So I will keep it in circulation. So I'm basically gonna go through the whole list and decide what to take out, what to keep. Whatever I take out is called weeding. So I'm going to be weeding the collection. It's very small, so it's not like my fiction collection or anything that would take days and days and days and days. Not looking forward to that. But yeah. And then I will replace stuff that has been lost, and I will buy new stuff. That's the rest of my day. All right, let's go.
I guess you're really good at saying what you mean. Suppress my feelings, 'cause I know what's best for me. Feel short of confidence, my hands begin to shake. I thought I knew you, but I barely knew your name. Porcelain stuck to your teeth.
Every year we do a murder mystery. This time we're gonna do one in a kit where they just pick it up at the library and take it home. And the first day of pickup is tomorrow, and so I have to print everything out. I've already done it, I've already planned it. It took a really long time because I made it up myself. And so I am printing everything out and putting them in kits so they are ready for pickup tomorrow.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how have I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't wanna cry. 'Cause all we ever do is laugh it off, and I'm sick and I don't know why. You remember that night we met?
I don't know if you've seen that TikTok where it's a girl reading a book, and it's a fantasy book, and she cannot pronounce the names. If I find it, I will insert it here.
Day 3 on the road to Shmimmerdu. It's been ages since we left Pyramid. As always, my companions and Carl are with me.
But this is how I'm feeling. Like, I really need to read the book or have the book open in front of me as I'm reading it, because the author or the narrator's accent is sexy as hell. Don't get me wrong. But it's making it very difficult for me to understand the names of these characters. And I'm just like all kind of lost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like 60 pages in. I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying real hard to just keep up, but I feel like there's a whole bunch of new characters that I just do. Femi? Who the hell is Femi? I don't remember no damn Femi in book 2. Update on Furysong. I can never remember the name of this book. I'm on chapter 12, early days. I'm only like 115 pages in. This book is, first of all, it's dense. If you are going to be reading this book, I strongly recommend that you find a recap of what happened at the end of book 2 or reread it, because It is taking me forever to remember people's names, who they were, where locations are, because it has been over a year since I read the second book. So yeah, you're definitely gonna have to do a recap of this book. But I think I have an understanding of what happened in the last book and what's happening now, which I'm not gonna say because that's spoilers, and I'm not here to spoil anything. What I will say is that there seems to be a setup of several double agents, but you don't know, and I'm enjoying that. Another thing I'm enjoying is Munda leaves out a lot of plot, which I am thankful for, because I don't like lots of plot. But she will have a chapter, it'll be a short chapter of, let's say, Annie, and Annie is confronted with a bad guy, and then the next chapter the bad guy goes to the council and's like, all taken care of, and you're like, I'm sorry, what happened? We didn't see. Is he lying? Is he a double agent? Like, we have no idea what transpired. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out. However, we don't know if that character had a conversation with Annie and was like, hey girl, I'm pretending that I'm trying to kill you, but I'm really not. We have no idea what happened. We just have to believe that character. I fucking love that. Happy Tuesday. I am doing a lot of like admin stuff today. Nothing too fun. I do have a program tonight that I will show you. The teens are making rings. But first, here is my calendar. So, should I show you October or November? Well, this is October, so this was last month. And these are all of the programs that I had. So we're open every day after school. Most of the time it's just, I put art supplies on the table and they can draw. This is like webinars and stuff. Now November, this is all the stuff that I have planned. So the murder mystery take-home game starts today. We have our program tonight. We have architects coming in tomorrow. I will show you that. We're making pencil cases and a bonnet tomorrow. 2 programs tomorrow: anime club, K-pop, cricket, virtual reality. This is a meeting I have. As a programming librarian, I pretty much have a program almost every day.
I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't wanna cry. 'Cause all we ever do is laugh it off, and I'm sick and I don't know why. Do you remember that night we met? I thought you looked so fine. Guess we have to agree to disagree for this one last time. Pretty weird that day when we did not exchange our hellos. I wasn't looking out for you, I'm sorry, I'm so shallow. But I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of Deathly Hallows with you.
Update, Furyborn 30% in, and first of all, I would like to say that this book does not have a map, which should be against the law. This book is paced fabulously. There's a lot going on. It is dense. It is thick with it. However, it's trucking, and it's got like equal parts character development, equal parts plot, as far as pacing is concerned, and I'm here for it. I'm very much enjoying this book, far more than book 2, a little more than book 1, and I think I gave book 1 like almost a 4.5. I really liked book 1. But I'm very much enjoying this book. I do not know where it's going. It's moving so fast. And when I say plot is moving fast, I mean like point A to point B, is like, and strategy is like, it's moving. This book also has a lot of war strategy, and it's easily digestible war strategy, whereas something like the Poppy War, I was choking on that war strategy. I had a tough time getting through that book, and I won't finish that series because it was just too much war strategy for me. It was kind of boring, whereas this one isn't. It's simple yet relatable, which I appreciate. The one thing I am not jiving with is the main villain. What's his damn name? I wanted to say Abraxas, but that is Damon's dragon in High D. It's not Abraxas. It's like Ixion. I felt like he was a better villain in book 2. In this one, he's a little cartoonish. Like, we see through his insecurities, and usually a villain is incredibly insecure and a good villain is sympathetic. So far, the author has not made him sympathetic yet, but regardless, he's still kind of cartoony. Like, when he gets upset, he throws a legitimate tantrum like a 2-year-old would do. At 30%, I can honestly say that this book is on track to be a 4.5 star. Like, this book is great. I am enjoying the hell out of it. This book needs a damn glossary. It needs a character glossary. Who the hell is Dora? I don't know who Dora is. Oh my God. Happy Wednesday. Today, it's going to be kind of slow, but we are getting a new teen space. And it will not have any walls or anything. It will just be kind of out in the open for teens to kind of have a space to hang out, because currently there's no place for them to hang out, so they're all over the library and nobody likes that. And so we have architects coming today to talk about the furniture and how it's going to look and everything. I'm really excited about it, just because I get to pick furniture. I get to pick furniture and kind of work with the architects to figure out how I want the space to look. So they have sent over some furniture ideas that I'm going to share with you. Let's take a look, shall we? So here's some. I kind of like this really big thing, but one thing that's really important in teen space is that the furniture should be movable. Teens should be able to move stuff around. I do like this nook, however, this is an attraction to kiss and make out and stuff, so I don't know, but I do like this little nook. So wall treatments, I don't really like that. I like this better. And this is to help with the noise because teens are noisy. This looks like adult stuff, so I don't like any of these chairs. But we're gonna need chairs, so I mean, if I have to choose, I guess I would choose these. I don't like this because this is a blind spot if it's turned a certain way. And once again, this is where kids will hang out to like do shenanigans. This looks too mature. I don't really like booths. You can't move booths. This is gross. My director really likes this. This is all she talks about. I fucking hate this because it looks like a classroom. Not trying to have my space look like a classroom. This looks like a classroom. This is okay. This looks like a classroom. Gross. Now, I like this. As you can see, I checkmarked it. I like this thing. And I don't mind this booth seating because this booth looks lighter. It looks like it could be kind of moved. I guess all furniture doesn't need to be moved. I like this a lot. Teens like to sit up high. Well, people in general like to sit up high. And I like this bench. So I really do like this table and this bench. It does look kind of adult, but I enjoy it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I like these egg chairs. This is the only thing that looks like it was made for teens, even though there are adults sitting in them. I like these egg chairs because they look different. I also like these chairs. I've only read like an hour of this book. I know the last time I got on here, I was like, oh my God, I'm loving it. That has since changed. It's too long. It's way too long. It's doing that middle of the book ass dragging thing that I'm not happy with right now. How many pages is this book? Oh God, it's 480. I'm only halfway. I should be on like 350. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish this week. This is the first time I've not been able to finish a book on time. I do not want to be reading this book Friday because I have another book I need to read. Gleanings by Neil Shusterman for my ARC review video. I do ARC reviews here on YouTube. So I need to finish that before Monday so that I can record my ARC review on Monday, and that book is 400 pages, so yeah, I'm struggle busting right now. All right, I'm going home. I'm tired. Happy Thursday. I'm gonna make it. Whew, I know you guys were worried. I was too. Don't worry anymore. I'm gonna make it. I'm on page 400. I'm in the home stretch. It was tough out there for a pimp last night. I tried to listen at home and I was just like, nope. I think I got through like 30 minutes and I was like, I'm done with this shit. But it turns out that last night I had gotten to the slow part. The part that I don't care about. And it was dragging the book down, but now I'm at the climax. It's all coming together. Things are happening, planning and plotting, strategizing. It's all happening. It's all going down. And this is the best part of the book. So, yeah, I'm flying through it now. It's getting better. One thing that I thought Munda did really well in book 1 and book 2 was her ability to get a point across in a short amount of pages. And especially in book 1, I think the sexual tension between Annie and Lee was done really well. And then book 2, once again, it was done really well because we had other suitors coming into play. The relationship between D'Lo and Griff in book 2, once again, really well done. However, in book 3, she's trying to like really take her time to develop their romance. And I'm like, girlfriend, no. You've already developed it in book 1 and book 2, between Annie and Lee specifically. I don't need you to spend 25 plus pages on their whirlwind romance. I don't need that. Can we not? Can you shorten it? And then Griff and D'Lo, once again, Griff is grieving. He's getting drunk. He's going to D'Lo for comfort. And I don't mean like sexual or anything, but just like companionship. And it's just them back and forth between, oh, I love him. Oh, I miss him in my bed. What is the point of your chapters besides dragging the book down? I love them book 2. Love them in book 2. But book 3, I don't care. I don't care. That was dragging the book down. D'Lo and Griff. Dragging it to the pits of hell. But now that, like I said, now that it's planning and plotting in wartime, we're good to go. It's doing things. I have less than 100 pages left, and I have 2 programs today that I have to prep for, and I will show you my prep because I'm going to make myself a bonnet. I'm excited about that because I need one, and I'm going to make my own. Time to get to prepping the sewing, listening to my book, and eating my cookie. Yay! All right, I finished my bonnet. Here it is. That took me hour and a half. I'm not gonna attempt to put all these braids in here, but yeah, there's my bonnet. It is satin on the inside, and this is like mermaid dragon scale, and I like it, and I will wear it.
Much at all here in this small town, 'cause in the end we're all buried deep inside the same hole in the ground.
All right, I finished Furysong. Yes, Furysong, I finished. I'm gonna give it a 4. I like the first one best out of the entire series. This one, the writing style is appropriate for YA, but the pacing is appropriate for adult, if that makes any sense. The pacing is slow. Teens might get bored, but the writing is not complex enough for me to be like, oh, well, this is an adult book. Like, it's not like a Laini Taylor type of writing style, or a Maggie Stiefvater, or even Claire Legrand has potential. Her writing style can, you know, skew or older. But yeah, this book, the writing is, it's YA. The writing style is YA, but the pacing is adult. So take for that what you will. Take from that what you will. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. And I recommend it, though. I do recommend it. If you like YA fantasy, but you're sick of like heavy tropes and formulaic YA, then I would say give this one a go. I liked it. I think it's pretty good.